Hey up you beautiful buggers, how the devil are we all doing? It's a naughty gnome, and in this video I'm going to be showing you 5 more half decent camp locations. So without further ado, let's stop knobbing around and take a look at them, shall we? Hi, I think we should. Now the first one I'm going to show you is a pretty cool looking little rope bridge located here, just next to the Kawana Wana Wana Ha 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 Na Na Na, yeah, Nuka-Cola plant. Now this one is, like I said, a pretty sweet location, however you could have some challenges with it, and the most obvious one is because the only buildable locations are on, you know, the opposite embankment to the bridge. Now yes, of course, you can place down some little items on the bridge itself, but in my personal opinion, if you was going to put down a major structure here, I'd probably choose one of the sides of the bridge and focus all my attention on that, rather than trying to stretch a camp out across it, if that makes any sense. Now then, if you're into your immersive structures, on the opposite embankment of the bridge from where I'm standing, we've already got this pre-existing little raider shack thing here. And yes guys, you can 110% put down your module on this little building. Another little benefit of this area is, of course, you get these 2 lovely NPCs here. Now, one of them is quite abrasive, I think the word is. Fuck off! However, that just gives you a reason to kill him or launch him off a springboard trap and not feel too bad about it. Enemies-wise, I've not actually seen anything around here. However, I've not actually, you know, spent much time in this location. It's quite a big map and I do like to explore, believe it or not. So yeah, take that as you will. You may get sod all here, or you may get a buddy Deathclaw coming at you. It's like a fun game of deadly wildlife bingo, and who doesn't love playing that? All in all, it's a pretty cool looking location, although quite a challenging location to build in. But yeah, give it a try. Let me know what you think. Now, our next location is up in the Cocaine Valley, and if you're into toilets and pubes in your sinkhole, then this one will do perfectly for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the shower block. Now, first things first, in my opinion, this is actually a really cool looking structure, guys. It's got a very futuristic look about it. It's got some cool overhanging, mad-angled roof, and yeah, I'm all for that. The interior, however, is quite, you know, obviously pretty crap, considering it is a toilet and shower block, but you can do some pretty cool things in here, and I'll show you in a minute, just hang on to your horses. As well as the shower block itself, there is some land around it you can build a camp down on, although it is very cluttered, so yeah, you may struggle there. I think you're going to be focusing most of your attention around the structure itself. Although, saying that, there is quite a bit of open land at the back of it, so yeah, it's your call really. As a quick example of what you can transform this into, I'm going to post up on screen now a video from Last One Left. Now, this is his camp build, you know, I'll leave a link down in the description to it. And personally, I think he's done an absolutely bloody spectacular job on this. It looks totally different, however, it still retains some of the features of the original building. It just goes to show with a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, because believe me, that isn't, you know, an easy thing to throw together. You can make something out of, well, pure crap. On to the enemies subject, and I can confirm there is quite a few here. On my last visit, I came across rad rats, as you can see here. However, more disturbingly, I did actually come across a Deathclaw lurking nearby as well. So yeah, it can be quite feisty here, I think the word is. And I will say, on other visits to this actual spot, I have seen other horrific creatures as well. So yeah, just bear that in mind. All in all, though, again, another cool spot. Yes, it will have its challenges building here, especially if you want to, you know, go inside the shower block itself, but a little bit of effort will make a fantastic looking camp. Now then, this time we're going to quite a legendary location, and I'm guessing a lot of you watching this have actually built here. We're on the river, and we're just near this duck's arse here. Can you see it? Ah, of course you can. What we have here, Mon Petit Fleurs, is a very much intact and, remarkably, a very much still floating boat, as well as a rather precarious looking dock as well. Simply lovely. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys, yes, you can build on the boat, and yes, you can build around it as well. You can build on the embankment, and if you're feeling extra spicy, you can even put foundations down in the water, and, you know, build in there as well. Now, I've seen many different styles of camp here, from people just focusing on the boat to people totally ignoring the boat and building on the land. However, I think one of my favourites is this one from Silver Bunny here. This is absolutely stunning, guys, and it just goes to show you what you can actually do with this spot. Much like Last One's Left, this has taken, you know, a serious amount of effort. However, it is much easier building on something like water rather than trying to cram stuff into a pre-existing structure. Enemies wise, I have seen quite a few things around here, from protectrons to mole rats. It is quite a varied bunch of nastiness. There isn't anything too challenging though, and believe it or not, when you shoot an enemy, if you shoot them enough times, they do die. So yeah, just bear that in mind. This is by far one of my favourite locations in the game. The views of the river are absolutely stunning, especially around sunset, and even if this location isn't the one for you, just keep mooching down the river and there are loads of nice little spots knocking around on it. 10 out of 10 on this bad boy. For our fourth location, we're staying in the forest, the best region on the map, and we're just up from the Tyler County Fairgrounds. And guys, this one was actually locked when the game first came out. So hats off to Bethesda mates for actually unlocking this location a few years ago. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a stilted settlement kind of thing. Although I wouldn't really call it a settlement, more of a campsite. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now let me start by saying, if you're into immersive builds and actual wastelandy kind of structures, you could put something absolutely spectacular together on this. I mean, come on, just look at it. It's practically crying out to have a little fishing village built on it, isn't it? It's even got a bloody fishing net. Half the work is done for you. As far as locations go, guys, it doesn't really get more unique than this. I don't think there's anything else like it in the game at all. So yeah, all you scrappy builders out there, give this spot a try. As with most of the other camps, I do actually have an example of what can be done here, and this is from Moonlight Cowboy. And what do you think he's done with the place? Yep, that's right, you at the back, he's made a stilted village. I told you, it lends itself perfectly to it. Now, Cowboy's build is a little bit cleaner and a little bit more well put together than your typical scrappy kind of build, but it just shows you how versatile this spot is as well. I will say though, it is quite bloody difficult to build here in general. I've tried it and I know a few others have, and yeah, it's not easy. You are going to have to know quite a few building tricks and how to, you know, do a bit of jiggery-pokery with the game's building mechanics themselves. However, with enough, you know, titting around, you will be able to get something pretty cool down on this spot. So now we come to the elephant in the room. TNG, what enemies are knocking around here? And sadly, there is quite a lot. And again, it is quite a mixed bunch. You can get your pretty harmless stuff like mole rats, and although they're very fucking annoying, they are easy to deal with. However, you can get super mutants as well and other creatures of that caliber. Now, yes, they're not the hardest thing to deal with, but they can cause a bit of damage to your camp. So just bear that in mind, mon petit fleurs. Anyhow, on to our fifth and final location. And for this one, we are going into the arse end of nowhere, really. We're located in the bottom of the map, just on the border of the Savage Divide and the Cranberry Bog, near this giant bloody bear here. Now, what we have here is yet again another rope bridge. I know, we're following a theme in this one, aren't we? Now, veteran players will probably have seen this and will have built a camp down here. In all honesty, it's really well known. However, it's just too good to overlook. It is a really solid spot and very unique as well. Much like the other rope bridge location, if I was building here, personally, I would focus on one of the two embankments at either side of the bridge, rather than, you know, trying to stretch it across both sides. Unlike the other location, though, there is quite a bit more space to actually put down your camp and build. Now, yes, granted, there's not heaps of space, but unless you're a megalomaniac, you'd be able to get down, you know, a decent-sized building here. Now, be warned, it is going to get quite tricky if you try and build some fancy bloody creation that stretches across the ravine, but I will say it is more than doable, as demonstrated by Goldfinger76's build here. Will it be a kick in the penis to put together? Absolutely. Will it be satisfying? Quite simply put, 100% yes. So before we wrap this video up, we'll just go over the enemies in this location. Now, I've not spent much time here, so I can't say for certain what will spawn here. However, I did see this horrible little bastard when I went. Yep, so we definitely get Wendigos here. Like I said though, what else could turn up? I have no bloody idea. Anyhow, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed the locations as well. Let me know down in the comments. As ever, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. The extra support is much appreciated. If that's anything you guys are interested in, check out the link in the description. Or if you can't be arsed with that, if you could leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button, it would be very much appreciated. Anyhow, as I say it north, I love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one. Have fun, everybody.